All right. Similarly, a penny might be, could be around, let's say in terms of the diameter of the penny, it might be something like 1.4 centimeters, which would be 0.014 meters, and 14 millimeters. In other words, these are uh, subunits that allow us to choose kind of how big we want our number to be. So what are the prefixes that we can attach? Well, for example, kilo, centi, and milli. And those can apply to all of the base units. So you can have a kilogram person, you have a kilohertz sound Wi-Fi wave, you could have a kiloliter bucket of water, you could have a kilosecond for an amount of time. Similarly, you can have a kilogram, you can have a centigram, which is a pretty small amount. For example, a penny has a mass of a few centigrams. A milligram is even smaller amount. So you can have a milligram, a kilogram, or a centigram, a kilohertz, centihertz, or millihertz. And so any of these prefixes can be attached to the base units. Let me list the base units again. Gram for mass, seconds for time, newtons for weight, and of course hertz for frequency. Penny out of there. So these prefixes can be applied to any of these base units. The base unit, again, gram for mass, seconds for time, newtons for weight, and hertz for frequency. Well, one of the things that we'd like you to be able to do is make this translation, for example, between 70,000 grams and 70 kilograms, or between 1.4 centimeters, 0.014 meters, or 14 millimeters. In other words, we'd like you to be able to express your lengths, masses, frequencies, and weights however you like, and in what various units you'd like, or that we might ask you to. So in the next part of the video here, we're going to take a look at how to convert between various units of mass, length, time, and frequency. All right, so here's our prefixes again. So let's say we have that person who's 70 kilograms. Okay, so we have a 70 kilogram person. Now, how many grams is that? All right, so I'm going to show you a way to convert between grams and kilograms using this little chart here. It's a pretty easy chart to commit to memory. All right, so what we want to do is we want to say where are we going to start and where do we want to end. We want to start at 70 kilograms and we want to start at blank number of grams. So the idea is start on your chart at 70 kilograms and then go 1, 2. All right, so again, 70 kilograms to how many grams? So the way we're going to show you how to convert here between these units is using this little graph here. And the idea is figure out where you're starting, kilograms, figure out where you want to end in grams. So, for example, starting at kilograms, we're going to go 1, 2, 3 place values to the base unit of grams, and that's to the right. All right, so we can write 70 point, and then let's move the decimal 1, 2, 3 place values to the right. 3 place values to the right because that's what we had to do to get from the kilogram units down to the base unit of grams. And so the answer here is 70,000 grams. 70,000 grams. Now let's do another example.